I didn't know what to say.
Finally.
I was actually looking at the name of Labrys' persona and kind of forgot that I was supposed to say something. I was going to try to pronounce his name, but I was having trouble looking at the words because the text was kind of small. Whatever. Anyways, here we are again. Whoa, I spammed that one well. For some reason I'm doing pretty well here. Oh, that's the first attack that's happened on me. Oh, ow, 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 ow. So she's one of those where once she hits you hard, it's hard to escape, I think. I don't know, it's just because they made her artificially stronger because of who she is. Or if it's just, I don't know. Or whatever, we finished that off. I finished that off. No, we. You guys didn't do any work. Whoever's watching, that is. Hey, look, you have one more scene than you. Labrys had stopped moving and had fallen to the floor. Now she begins standing up, robotically, with jerky motions. She begins speaking in that eerie voice again. Maybe speaking is the wrong word, but it's definitely in my head.
My, she was quite easily defeated. Evidently, I didn't push her far enough. Well, she is a test unit, so this is as far as my little game goes.
So whoever's voice this is the one controlling Labrys? From the way he was talking, I could tell that he wasn't serious. He doesn't comprehend how cruel he's being by controlling Labrys like this.
Who are you?
Ah, yes. I have more than enough data now.
Huh. Is this, is this the same database that perhaps, Agus had retrieved data from?
I should thank you all. Although this didn't work out, you did stay in it to the very end.
Labrys' shadow was only the mastermind of the tournament. I see now. You're the true culprit behind the whole thing.
Most of this text looks like it's going to repeat at this point. It hits me when Kirijo-san speaks. That's right, Labrys' shadow split from her after she entered the TV. She merely held the tournament. The shadow couldn't have pushed Labrys in here. Someone else, the culprit, has to exist, or this incident could never have happened. Well then, it's whoever was talking to Labrys somehow. Is it some computer net? I don't know, actually. Because there was a dude's voice talking to Labrys before she started this imaginary school thing. But we didn't see anything physically happen.
Indeed. It was I who stole Labrys away. Since I don't have a persona and can't enter a TV, I needed a puppet that could run amok for me. Labrys' persona was only partially awakened, so I had a feeling her shadow would appear if she underwent a little suffering. You got the better of me this time. You deserve to know at least that much.
He admitted it, but this tone was mocking. The culprits controlled Labrys somehow from a safe haven outside the TV. No way.
Using Labrys for your own selfish reasons? That's horrible. She has a heart. Do you even know how much pain Labrys went through?
A heart, hmm? Meaningless. Whether or not she has one matters not at all to my plan.
You bastard!
Well then, everyone, until we meet again.
The moment the voice stops, Labrys collapses to the ground like a puppet with cut strings. Agus quickly catches her and holds her up, but it looks like she's unconscious.
Damn it!
I really hate myself for celebrating that the case was closed just a few moments ago, but I'm really pissed off at whoever was controlling Labrys. He knew about all of this, but he still manipulated Labrys' heart to do this to her. I'm so angry. I clench my fist so firmly that my nails are digging into my palms. Kirijo-san speaks from behind me.
It seems whoever our adversary is, they're connected to us. I advise you not to get involved in this matter any further. From here on, you should leave this to us.
Huh? Are you telling us to back off from this?
Like I could do that. Whoever's behind us knows what Labrys had to go through in her past. No, not just the past. He knew what would happen if she was pushed into the TV world. And on top of that, the instant he figured his plan had failed, he comes and controls her directly and makes us fight each other. It's like we're his toys. I'm not letting him get away with that.
I understand how you feel, but this is too dangerous for you. We will do our best to ensure that no harm comes to you. Trust in us and let us work.
Come on, we've gotten involved this far. You think we're just gonna shut up and watch you handle everything? She's probably saying that for our sakes, but how can we live with ourselves if they do all the fighting for us? No way, I can't let that happen. I opened my mouth to really tell her off, but you spoke first.
Guys, Let's leave this to them.
Huh? Are you serious?
Look at yourself, Yosuke. You can barely stand.
So we noticed. You was right. After all the fighting I've done today, I'm really beat. I'm sure everyone else is tired too, after being stuck in this world for so long.
What?
Hey, wait a minute. We didn't have exhaustion in Persona 4, so that doesn't make sense. I'm just complaining about nothing, aren't I?
Yosuke, let's go back.
You staring at me. Oh, I get it.
I thank you for your understanding. Don't worry, we'll keep you safe.
I'm sorry, Hanamura-san.
Agus bows apologetically. They all look glum, but none of us object. After all, we know that they aren't doing this out of spite. But is this the last we'll see of Labrys? I peek at her face as she lay in Agus-san's arms. Of course, since she's unconscious, I can't talk with her. We thank Kirijo-san and return to our world with heavy hearts. After returning from the TV, we gathered at the food court, but we didn't really talk much. We split up not long afterwards. After all, we were all pretty damn tired. Heck, she and Rise put their heads on the table and fell asleep. I didn't feel like stopping by anywhere, so I went straight home. And the last thing I could remember was being told dinner was almost ready. The instant I reached my room, I lost consciousness. And then... loud electronic beeps brought me back into wakefulness. I reached out for my alarm clock, but I realized that the beeping wasn't my alarm. It was my cell phone.
Who's calling me this early?
Damn it. I plugged it in, and now I can't reach it while I'm lying down. I rub my eyes tiredly and get up to grab the phone. The caller is a number I don't know.
Hello? Huh?
I was awake instantly. The speaker of the line was someone I've never expected to hear from. I take a minute to fix my hair and make a mad dash to the place the caller told me to go. When I reach the designated location, there's something that looks completely out of place here in the countryside. A limo. Holy crap, that's long. It was so long. I thought I was seeing things. Yeah, this is definitely no place for a car this awesome.
Oh, there he is. What took you so long?
It looks like everybody else is already here. I ran so hard I almost barfed, but I finally made it.
Labrys-san and the others were just about to leave.
I made it in time.
I'm glad I could see you before I left.
That's right, Labrys is the one that had called. She wanted to say goodbye before she leaves Inaba. How can I refuse that? Still, I never thought one of them, Labrys especially, would call me. Huh? Wait a second.
Huh? Did I tell you my cell phone number?
Obtaining the cell phone numbers of ordinary citizens is child's play.
Wait, what?
Holy shit, really? Are you accessing that server thing you mentioned?
The Kirijo group is kinda scary. I asked if I could come see everyone. I wanted to give everyone a real goodbye.
Labrys looks down bashfully as she speaks. Agus and Kirijo-san are watching her from the limo with smiles on their faces. Man, it's just a relief. So Labrys can do things that she wants to. I'm glad she's in a group that lets her have her freedom. She really does have a place to belong.
But what'll you do now? Are you going back to that lab?
No, I decided I'm gonna work with Mitsuru-san and them. I want to do my damnedest to catch whoever used me to bait a trap for you all.
There's no hesitation in her eyes as her strong will glares out. I see. She found what she wants to do.
Sounds like you're ahead of the game.
I'm reminded of that the blank career choice paper is still tucked away in my desk. That sense of haste without direction. The need to keep up appearances. I didn't want to handle that. But maybe it is time to face my future. Oh, I'll write down a big dream.
What do you mean?
Oh, just talking to myself. I'll let you know when everything's been decided.
Okay. Just make sure you tell me, okay?
Labrys answers my smile with one of her own. Then she stretches out her hand. I take a closer look at them. They're quite delicate. I grab her hand and lift it above her head.
A handshake is so formal. I'll show you what the cool kids do.
Oh no, that's not cool. Whatever it is, Labrys, it's not cool. I use my hand to open hers. Labrys looks confused, but she lets me move her hand around.
Huh? Like this?
Yep, that's it.
Here we go. Oh, a high five. The clap of our high five echoes through the clear sky. The clear May sky. Not to be outdone by me, Rise and the rest give Labrys high fives too.
Everyone, thank you so much. Yosuke-kun, I won't forget about you. I'm friends with you now, so I'll stay strong.
Labrys begins to tear up, and to hide it, she hurries into the limo. Soon after, the limo begins moving quietly down the road. Labrys waves to us from inside the car. Even after the car's gone pretty far, I can still see her waving from inside. She's still waving. Whoa, she's still waving! Everyone starts to laugh a little. Can she see us? I can barely make out the car from here. Then how can you tell she's still waving? Hey, look, a new picture! After partying with Labrys, we all ended up hanging out at Junes' food court. That's right, it's the welcome back party for you we'd completely forgotten about. We finally can get back to business. But still, it feels kind of weird having a welcome back party after saying goodbye to someone.
Come on, let's hurry up and do a toast. I only get a 30-minute break.
Huh? You working today?
I can't take much time off during Golden Week. Teddy, you were out without permission a couple days ago, so be ready to pay the price.
No, but that wasn't my fault! You meanie jerk! Nurse lover!
Oh, speaking of which.
Shh, quiet, you!
How did the conversation go from working to wanking in two moves? Oh man, are you really using the word wanking here? It feels really out of place for some reason in Persona. It really does. Okay, whatever. I guess we never get to hear Yosuke's mind, so maybe it's different. I don't know. I don't need them knowing this stuff. There's no time. Before anyone can ask you what he's talking about, I raise my cup and look at everyone.
Well, second time's the charm. Welcome back!
Welcome back, Senpai!
After we toast, we all chat carelessly with each other. This is the kind of atmosphere you can only get with the best of friends. But actually, that's not all today. After all, we can't let it end like that.
Ahem. May I have your attention, please? It's time to announce the reason we're all here today.
Isn't it to welcome back Yukon?
You and I trade glances at Yukiko's question. I can see in my partner's eyes that he wants me to do all the talking. See, we've already talked this out. And now it's the time to bring it up.
It's about yesterday's incident. You guys weren't satisfied with how things ended, right?
Of course not. But
So, why not launch our own investigation?
Does that mean...
That's right. The investigation team is back in action.
Oh, now you're talking.
It's kind of weird, though. We don't have the silent leader. Nope, he's a full-on talking leader now.
wait a moment. I thought we were going to leave this to the Kirijo group.
Did I say we wouldn't get involved?
That's right. He always said to leave this to them.
Oh, you're right.
Actually, my partner here brought it up first, though I'm with him 100%.
Now that's our sensei!
Yukiko and Tei jump right on board. On the other hand, we're actually sensible team of Chie, Rise, and Naoto are sitting with their mouths wide open.
You're splitting hairs rather finely there.
It seems that she was definitely not expecting you to weasel logic like this. But no matter how I think about it, I just can't let this go. After all we've been through, the villain is still out there, waiting for another chance.
So you're not on board?
I egg her on, and though she looks hesitant at first, she smiles fearlessly.
Of course I am.
I like that smile. That's what a reliable detective should look like.
Thought so. Alright then. Let's find the real culprit.
Yeah!
Everyone's hands pile up in the middle of the table. Friends are really what you need. Whoa, it's already this late? I look at everybody smiling, and though I'm reluctant to go, I stand up.
Well, I gotta get back to work. Come on, Teddy, let's go.
Who's this Teddy you speak of? I don't know anyone with such a pretty name.
You got some nerve trying that on me. Sounds like someone wants me to make his next shift a living hell.
Ah! No! But I'm still gonna skip work! I wanna have fun with Nana-chan!
Teddy clasps Yu's hand and promises to visit the Dojima household tonight. Please, just this one night, he says. That, Teddy, don't cause Dojima-san any trouble. Well, I know the feeling. I never feel like break time is long enough either. But you know why I'm keeping my cool right now? I begged my dad to give Teddy and me tomorrow off. I just haven't told Teddy yet, that sucker. Yeah, that's right. We can't let this end here. It's still Golden Week.
We're gonna party till we drop. This time, for sure.
So it looks like this whole game It's gonna be one gigantic cliffhanger. What a terrible ending I'm gonna get. Alright, credits again. We don't need credits again. Please? Good. Good. I can skip credits. That would be useless to watch them again.
Welcome to
Alright,
the
we got
Velvet
gold on
Room.
him. I guess
This place exists between dream and reality. Mind
I have
and
earned the
matter.
trophy of the captain.
Now then, why don't you introduce
I
yourself?
guess I'll work on her for the fun of it.
I wish you good luck.
Yes, you, Yukiko, from the cliffhanger. She was bestest friends with Labrys there.
Anti-Shadow? Labrys?
That was what Miss President said. Miss President is now completely different. Oh, wait, here she turned back into her robot self. I forgot about that one. Because she's like trying to protect Yukiko or something. Where she had arms and legs before is now metal. Her form was now exactly the same as the Shadow, including all the mechanical parts.
All systems are clear. Commencing elimination.
Miss President then swings the giant axe with ease and begins fighting against the Shadow. Amazing. That's the only word that comes to mind. She transformed from cowering girl into a robot who is trading blows with the Shadow in an instant. And she doesn't even have a persona.
I can't believe this. You completely shut off your ego. So you don't care if you live or die, as long as you don't have to face up to what you really are? How ignorant are you?
Shadow growls and then destroys the announcement room door to escape outside. The President follows suit.
Miss President!
She doesn't acknowledge my voice in the slightest. I'm left dumbfounded in the room and I try to think about what I just saw. This President isn't human, but that can't be.
It seems I came too late. She's an older generation model, yet she's this powerful?
The one that appeared from the broken door was... Wait, what? I can't really explain that easily. The person that appeared was a woman wearing a white fur coat and some kind of skin-tight suit that looks like what soldier-type people wear in all those action movies that guys love. Given her taste in clothes, I have no idea what kind of person she is at all. After she looks us all over, she gracefully raises her hand in the air. Now that I think about it, why would Mitsuru wear such a skin-tight outfit? I mean, I don't know. Maybe she's changed. I didn't really get to finish her social link at all. And then...
Artemisia!
She summoned a persona. I tense up as a reaction, but while I'm still in shock, the wounds on Yukin's body heal instantaneously. She's not an enemy? I even forgot that Yu was on the floor.
No way. You can use a persona? Actually, I didn't sense you at all. Who are you?
Well, since you've all become unavoidably involved with this, I'll at least tell you who I am. My name is Mitsuru Kirijo. In a way, I'm the one responsible for this commotion.
A persona user besides us. Wait, I feel like I've heard the name Kirijo before.
What do you mean you're responsible for this? Do you also know the reasons behind what happened a moment ago?
I'm sorry, but there's only so much I'm at liberty to tell you. Though it's only natural for you to have your doubts, I'll try and answer to the best of my ability.
Mitsuru-san sighs before telling us about the sequence of events leading up to now. Even though it was simplified, what she told us came as a huge shock. She told us that shadows not only appear in the TV world, that there were cases where shadows appear in the real world. On top of that, there's a never-ending battle, and Mitsuru-san is leading an organization created to fight those battles. And one of the weapons created for those battles was Labrys. That would be Miss President, who was with us until a moment ago. Oh wait, I had a feeling that I heard the name Kirijo before. The Kirijo Group? It's not just a stock brokerage, it's a huge corporation that manufactures a lot of things. And if her last name is Kirijo, then... does that mean this giant corporation is... whoa! There are too many possibilities that just opened up there. I need to just slow everything down for a moment. After I stop for a second and think about everything again, the most shocking information is that...
I can't believe this. A machine made with a heart so it could use a persona.
Well, we did just see it in action.
I understand that it's hard to believe, but I'm not lying to you. It's the truth. Of course, I didn't expect a shadow to emerge from her like that.
Mitsuru-san continues on after looking us straight in the eyes.
You should leave the rest of this to us. It's all right if you back out now.
Her words have an air of authority to them. She seems very strong-willed. This person also seems well aware of the gravity of the situation. Mitsuru-san is right, though ordinary high school students like us probably shouldn't be involved in a case like this. Only 2 years ago, they were all high school students too. Even though she healed Yukon, I'm still worried about his condition, and I also worry about the other friends that I left behind earlier as well. Still.
I understand what you're saying, but I can't leave Miss President like this.
What? Why not?
From what you told us, it seems like she was created only to fight. But I can't claim that this has nothing to do with me. The way she talked was just like a normal girl.
Miss President was suffering. Even if she was a robot created only for fighting, I can't leave her be after seeing her so emotional. She's not just a robot anymore.
And I promised her that once we got to the bottom of this, we'd go out and have fun together. I can't break that promise. If she has a heart, that's all the more reason I can't turn my back on her.
That's right. It doesn't matter if she's a machine. She and I were able to relate to each other. And Miss President protected us. If she's suffering right now, then I want to be by her side and support her. This may seem like nothing more than an emotionally fueled plea coming from an unrelated high school student to Mitsuru-san, and that was a long-running sentence, but I still don't want to back down.
I'd like to make a request too. Will you take Yukiko with you?
Yukon?
Don't worry about us. You need to save Labrys right now.
That's right, Yukiko-senpai. You gotta do your best in our place.
Yukon, Rise-chan, thank you. Mitsuru-san looks at us, waiting tensely, and furrows her brow, and then speaks up.
If you're still concerned about Labrys, despite knowing the dangers involved, then I won't stop you.
Thank you.
But we can't waste any more time. Let's go.
Coming.
Mitsuru-san takes the lead and exits the announcement room. I sprint after her. Yukon and Rise-chan cheer me on. I feel their cheer boosting my spirits. This is the course I've decided upon for myself. I have no doubts anymore. I must accomplish this no matter what. So we're gonna have to fight Labrys Shadow and Labrys Persona. I follow Mitsuru-san and chase after Labrys. Maybe we'll have to fight Mitsuru? The invisible walls are still interfering. Trying to chase down someone without being able to go where you want is really annoying. We're eventually led to one of the empty classrooms and Mitsuru-san's face gets gloomy.
Another one of those invisible walls.
Mitsuru-san reaches toward the other exit to test it out and knocks on thin air. Does that mean I reach towards the door we just passed through? Another invisible wall. I can see outside, but we can't leave.
Oh no, does this mean...
Ugh, the tournament rules are still in effect, it seems. She plans to make us fight each other. I should have seen this coming.
Mitsuru-san draws the thin sword on her waist and says, well, it looks like this can't be helped. Don't tell me, do I have to fight against Mitsuru-san now? Even though her sword is pointed at me, I can't take up a defensive stance either. Seeing me like that, Mitsuru-san furrows her brow. She turned completely cold, unlike a moment ago.
If she's trying to buy time, that means the situation can still get worse. We don't have much time. Let's settle this.
Mitsuru-san!
Is that as far as you're willing to go? Wasn't there something you wanted to protect?
What I want to protect. That's right. I made the decision to come with her because I wanted to save Miss President. No, Labrys. But to fight against someone I just met for no reason. Mitsuru-san must have sensed my lack of determination because her expression becomes even more stern.
Let me clear up any misunderstanding you may harbor. All responsibilities regarding Labrys devolve to me. I respect her feelings, but I can't allow people's lives to be put at risk. If all else fails, destroying her is also an option.
Destroying her?
If your desire to protect her is real, you can prove it by beating me. But if you won't fight, then keep trembling where you are, and I'll settle this very quickly indeed.
She's not saying this as a threat. Mitsuru-san's expression is truly serious. If it comes down to it, this person really has the resolve to destroy Labrys. Then I need to make my mind up too. I must resolve the fight, to protect her.
I'll fight. Whatever I think. If only one of us can move on, it should be whoever's stronger.
Now that's what I was hoping to hear. Of course, whether or not you can best me is another matter.
I sense a strong power from Mitsuru-san's persona, but I don't want to lose. I'm fighting for Labrys. Oh, don't worry, your fan will beat her sword. Oh, wait. Hey, isn't it ironic? I'm saving over Mitsuru Kirijo's spot while I'm about to fight her. Ha! Yes? No? Forget it. I'm just trying to make something a little bit entertaining here. I think the problem is, well, first I'm gonna fight, and then maybe I'll talk a little bit. I don't know, because Mitsuru's difficult to beat. I forgot. I just remembered right now. Right when I was about to get into this battle, I'm thinking, oh crap, I'm fighting Mitsuru, the one with the sword who has infinite range. Great. Oh, you see, once you get into her attacks there, not much you can do once that happens. It's not like I can't fight well enough with Yukiko to imitate the moves of the freaking AI. But apparently I am doing pretty well. Well, I managed to use a Persona combo for once. Well, okay, that went better than expected. Huh. I don't know what it was, but usually Mitsuru gives me a lot more trouble.
Well done. You have proven your resolve.
Upon saying so, Mitsuru-san smiles. It seems that the sternness she had before the fight wasn't genuine.
Now, go after her. I'm confident that you can salvage her heart.
Salvage is a bit of an odd word. Okay, but... I mean, because you're talking about robots and all. Even though she had spoken about destroying her like an object before the fight, she just said her heart. But she also used the word salvage before that. Could it be?
Did you let me win on purpose?
I object to the question. I don't indulge people in critical situations like this.
Yeah, she's right. The stern words Mitsuru-san said before we fought may have actually been an attempt at kindness on her part. Me going forward instead of her means that if worse comes to worse, I will have to execute the painful decision instead of Mitsuru-san. If you think of it like that, losing on purpose wouldn't be kind at all. I chide myself for having such soft thoughts. Saving someone's life isn't something that you can do half-heartedly. It was the same with last year's case too. Since I fought Mitsuru-san and won, I must accomplish this no matter what.
Okay, then I'm going now. And I'm coming back with Labrys no matter what.
That's the spirit. I'm counting on you, Amagi.
I turn my back towards Mitsuru-san and run out the classroom. I hurry and try to make my way to Labrys as quickly as possible. I was thinking about using honorifics like Kun, San, Chan, and all that stuff. Isn't it kind of weird to use those in a dubbed language? Even if they're trying to stay true to Japanese culture, it's such a thing that only those with an understanding of how the Japanese language works, but for those with less of an understanding, but unless the target audience for this is those who are more of anime fans or something, and less so with the general public, because I know most animes, when they were localized, they tried to eliminate as much of the Japanese culture as possible. They used to, at least. I don't know what it's like these days. I don't watch dubs. I only watch subtitles. And that's true for anything. I used to watch a bunch of Chinese comedy movies and subtitles. Don't ask. I proceed down the hallways, once again led by invisible walls. As I make my way, I notice that I'm being led back to the announcement room, where I had rushed out not long before. What's the meaning of this? The door that was destroyed earlier is back to normal, and I don't see Yukon or Rise-chan around either. I try opening the door. I need to figure out what's going on. We get this cutscene again. We didn't get this with you for some reason, though. And I don't need to watch it again.
What's going on?
I feel like I'm going to go insane. When I open the door, the scene beyond the window has completely changed. There are tons of grotesque things that are shaped like people. This seems entirely different from the announcement room from earlier. Labrys and her shadow are fighting within the sinister red world and trying to destroy each other.
Labrys, please wake up!
There is no light in Labrys' eyes. She's expressionless like she really is a machine. She looks entirely different from when she had called herself Student Council President. Is this Labrys' true form? No, that's not it.
You don't have to fight like that! Don't act like you're a machine!
Labrys, who notices my voice, takes distance from her shadow and turns to me. Her expression is still robotic.
Analyzing voice print. Identity confirmed as Yukiko Amagi. Yukiko Amagi.
We made a promise to each other. You just have to be yourself.
Yukiko-san?
Labrys' eyes look different now. They're not the eyes of a machine anymore. They're the eyes of the Labrys that I've come to know in this short time. But once she drops her mechanical nature, her precise mechanical movements lose their rhythm. The shadow who had been watching us distorts her lips into a smirk and seizes upon this opening.
Oh, really? After she lied to you and used you all this time?
That's not...
First, you deceived her by acting human. And now that things aren't going your way, you've decided to be a machine instead? Why don't you just give it up? Just tell everyone how you really feel. You want the everyday boys and girls to experience what you had to go through, right? That's why we're in school, having a fighting tournament. You want to see close friends fight for their lives against each other. Because if they do that, then they might understand. You want to make them understand.
No! That wasn't my wish at all!
The Shao glares at me with as much hate as she could muster. Labrys looks towards me as well, and her face scrunches up into a ball of sadness. I want my pain to be understood. Shao made us friends fight against each other in this TV world because Labrys wished for it to happen. Does that mean Labrys was forced to fight against those who were close to her too? Just because she's a weapon? I don't think I can ever truly say that I understand how she feels. But...
It's all right. I don't know what happened to you in the past, but whatever it was, it doesn't define you. I understand that much at least.
Understand? What could you possibly understand? All you've got is some cheap, self-righteous pity.
That's not true.
It's not cheap. I know. I've seen Labrys' kind expressions. How Labrys is no different from an ordinary girl.
Please stop! I've had enough!
My words still don't reach Labrys. The Shao ridicules Labrys, who is still trembling and cannot move.
Oh, yeah? Then let me take over from here. I'll destroy everyone who pretends to understand, just like you did before.
Stop!
Upon hearing Labrys' voice, the Shadow's face contorts into glee. That's when I finally figured it out. No, that's not right. I didn't figure it out. I remembered. I should have realized it much sooner. A Shadow's true objective. That's...
No! You're not me!
Yes, that's right. I'm myself. I'm not you anymore.
This whole I'm not, you're not me thing gets kind of repetitive, doesn't it? Kind of got like that in Persona 4. Shao goes berserk and gains power after it's denied by its owner. I knew that, and yet I didn't stop it from happening. I stepped between Labrys and the Shao, who has changed into an ominous form. I couldn't stop her Shao from going berserk. It's still not too late.
What? You're still gonna stand in my way? Fine! I'll crush you along with the real one!
The same thing happened to me too. I am only here right now because Yukiko and the others saved me when I rejected my own weakness. And just like then, someone needs to step in and save someone else. This time, it's my turn to save Labrys. Alright, then we're gonna fight Shadow Labrys, and then we're gonna have all a happy time until we realize, oh wait, it's not over, and then there's gonna be, oh no, we're gonna have to fight Labrys, but she has her persona. I know where this is going, but why am I still playing? Because I need stuff to record, that's why.
Finally.
That's the main reason I've been recording this game like I have been, because I need something to record. Extra stuff, always. It's welcome. I missed. She seems to have a good move with this one. Of course, that I got hurt there. Oh well. I'm actually doing better than with Yosuke. Did you call me a dumbass? I can't believe that Shadow Labrys called me a dumbass. At least I think that's what I heard. Someone will have to tell me, or I have to re-listen during the battle. Just seems out of place. All things in this game are out of place. Labrys' shadow collapses and stops moving. Thank goodness, it seems that I managed to win. All that's left is for Labrys to accept her shadow, and it should put an end to everything. But, the way of the past Labrys is harboring isn't a normal thing. When anyone goes through tough times, the wish that normal people would experience their pain arises in everyone's mind at one point or another. But the pain from her past comes from her being forced to kill her friends. It's incomparable to the problems I needed to face last year. If I was forced to hurt Chie until she died, I think I'd go insane in a snap. I wonder if she'll be okay.
Labrys.
I call to Labrys while my heart is pounding. Labrys Labrys answers in a teary voice. I have to support her, even though there's no way I can understand everything she's gone through. I want to support her because there are things I can't understand.
Why? Why did you save me? You already know I'm a machine. I'm a machine that's supposed to protect people. But because what they did to me was so painful, I took it out on other people too. So why are you?
It's okay. You must have suffered so much. I'm sorry. You went through so much pain to protect us. But it's all right now. I won't let those things happen to you anymore.
Labrys looks up in response to my words. When I think about when Labrys protected us from her shadow, how she closed off her heart and reverted to the machine's self that she never wanted to show anyone, makes my heart ache. I never want her to have to go through that again. Labrys has already lived through so many painful experiences. Because of that, I could never truly say that I understand her feelings. But I'm sure that I can at least protect her so that she won't have to go through this pain anymore.
It doesn't matter if you're human or not. I'm your friend. We made a promise, remember?
You want to be friends?
Be friends? We're friends already. That's why, if you're going through tough times, I'll always be there to help you through and protect you. Labrys seems genuinely surprised. She probably doesn't realize it, but she doesn't look anything like a machine when she makes faces like that. I can tell that you truly have a heart.
I've faced my own shadow too. I wanted to blame everything on someone else because I felt so powerless. I was waiting for someone to do my work for me. I wanted to escape from my life, so I dreamed that a prince would take me away. But my friends helped me realize that was just me trying to run from my problems.
I recount my own experiences for Labrys. It's the same as what Labrys went through a moment ago. She had feelings, experiences that she didn't even ever want other people to know about because they were all true. It makes it even hard to accept them, so she rejected them. Labrys has a heart just like I do.
The reason I could accept my weakness and fight this to the very end is because I had my friends helping me. I had friends who worried about me, who stood beside me. I wasn't alone.
I smile at Labrys, just as Yukiko did for me back then.
And that gave me unimaginable strength. You're not alone anymore either. I'm sure you'll be able to find a place where you belong too.
Admitting your own weaknesses is scary. No one wants to see their weaknesses. But I know that it's possible if you don't have to face it alone. When Labrys hears my words, the light returns to her eyes. I can sense a strong will from her. That light must be from her heart. I'm so glad that my words got through to her. Labrys nods reassuringly and then begins walking towards her shadow. She takes the steps toward her own weakness. And of course we're gonna get that cutscene again, where Labrys obtains her persona. Rise-chan contacted us soon after. She must have detected the shadow's presence disappear, and we were able to join up with each other. The invisible walls and the tournament's rules both seem to have stopped once Labrys accepted her own shadow. As Rise-chan uses her persona to contact everyone and tell them that everything's been solved, some of us were surprised to discover that Kanji-kun was here, as well as Naoto-kun, who wasn't even supposed to be in Inaba today. Rise-chan tells everyone to meet up on the rooftop. What she tells us, the stereo-like space connected to Juna seems to have been restored there. The four of us immediately begin to head towards the entrance, but Labrys stops. When I ask her what's wrong, she responds anxiously.
Hey, can I really come with you? Seems like I'd just be a nuisance.
Huh? What do you mean, a nuisance?
Well, you know, I'm a machine. There'd be all sorts of problems.
There would?
What does she mean by problems? Compared to Teddy, I can't think of any possible problems Labrys would cause.
Are you saying it wouldn't bother you and your friends? Wow. You sure are cool about all of this.
Jeez, Labrys, you sound more human than a lot of people out there. If I were you, I'd brag about it. You don't think it's cool being a robot and a persona user?
Ah, we already had that in the I like bringing up previous game experiences because it's like, we've already lived through it. The whole robot living situation, going to school and that was dealt with in Persona 3. Yeah, you know, Agus went through all this transformation.
It's unique, that's for sure. In any case, there's no way you'd be a nuisance.
Just get a dog, and Labrys can have fun with. Oh wait, sure, I had a dog friend. I was thinking about Koromaru though. You know, I guess always seemed to have hung around him for some reason, because she could understand what Koromaru said. Yukiko and Rise-chan both laugh out loud. I can't help but giggle along with them. Considering our circumstances, there's nothing all that weird about Labrys. She's now a good friend of ours, no different from anyone else here. I think I'm going to end this with Yukiko's, and then I'll continue with the next one afterwards.
Hey, there they are. Welcome back.
Yukiko! You really outdid yourself this time!
And yes, she looks angry! When we reached the entrance area, Yosuke-kun and Chie called to me at once. They've been worried about me ever since I fought against them. Teddy notices that Labrys is with me and immediately dashes over with glee.
Are you okay, Miss President? I was so worried about you. Huh? Those hands and legs, are they accessories? You're so meta-luring.
I can scarcely believe my eyes. The Kirijo group's humanoid weapons actually exist.
Naoto-kun seems to know a bit about her already, but yeah, considering that everyone is here, I think now is a good opportunity to introduce her. I tell everyone everything that happened with Labrys, with some help from Yukin's supplemental comments. After I finish talking, silence washes over the rooftop. Labrys has fallen silent too and looks nervous. Kanji-kun was the first to speak.
I don't really get what's going on, but everything worked out, yeah? Oh, I'm glad everyone's alright.
What's with the jumping to conclusions? You're one of the things that got us into this mess, you know.
Well, that was it. Anyone could have done that.
Actually, are you feeling okay? You're not tired or... Oh, what am I saying? Of course you're tired.
Huh? No, I'm fine. Isn't there something wrong with this picture? Shouldn't you guys be pissed at me and all?
Huh? What would we be mad about?
Nah, don't worry about it. We're cool. Pretty much all of us have caused trouble for each other because of our shadows.
Yeah, especially Kanji-kun.
I thought they wanted to erase that experience from their minds.
Me? That's not fair. I never saw your guys' shadows, you know. Naoto's was pretty crazy, at least.
Don't drag me into this. I mean, after the epithet given to Kanji-kun, I imagine that his shadow must have been far, far worse than mine.
Hell no!
Labrys blinks in surprise after seeing the group's usual friendly pace. See? I told you that there wouldn't be any problems. When I say that to her, Labrys quietly replies back, Man, you were right. And then...
Well done, Amagi. I had every confidence that you could do this.
I hear a voice behind me. When I turn around, I see Mitsuru-san and two other people. Who are they? Were they in here looking for Labrys too? Like Mitsuru-san, they both have weird outfits. And that person...
It's nice to meet you all. My name is Aigis. Thank you very much for saving my sister.
The girl with a body similar to Labrys seems to have noticed me, looking at her and addressing me. Does she mean Labrys? Then that means...
What? Excuse me, but you're... I mean, are you also...
Yes. I too am a robot.
She's kind of a later version of what Labrys was built for. Oh, I'm Akihiko Sanada. Sorry for all the trouble.
So Aigis-san is the robot and Akihiko-san is the one wearing a red cape. Okay, I've memorized them now. Actually, I guess it would actually be hard to forget them. In contrast to those two, Labrys takes a step back. Her expression is tense. Is she nervous? Of course she is. They came in here looking for her after all. Oh yeah, I didn't introduce everyone to Mitsuru-san and her friends. While I'm still flustered, Yukiko and Rise-chan officially introduced them to everyone else. And afterwards, Mitsuru-san explained the circumstances of how they ended up here to us. More like to Labrys, though. How this case began by Labrys being dropped into a TV, and how they all pursued her into this world. As Mitsuru-san explains their intentions, Labrys seems to get even more nervous. She must be worried. But it's alright. Mitsuru-san realizes Labrys' emotional state. She turns her gaze towards Labrys and kindly smiles to her.
Don't worry. I'm not planning to seal you away again.
But I ran wild and caused so much trouble. I mean, not just today, but back then, too.
You've awakened to your persona and gained control over it. You're hardly a rogue test unit anymore. Besides, you have a heart. We would never treat anyone with a heart so cruelly.
Mitsuru-san really is as kind as I thought. Her emotions seem to have reached Labrys as well, and she's about to smile to answer Mitsuru-san. Her expression goes blank and she suddenly stops moving. Huh? What's going on?
Huh? Labrys' recognition signal has been interrupted. Someone is hacking into her.
Recognition signal? Hacking? What does she mean? Just as I'm about to reach towards Labrys.
It's not over yet.
Let me get this stuff again. A completely different person's voice came out of Labrys' mouth. Upon hearing that, Mitsuru-san notices something and I don't and mutters in surprise.
Is this the same communication system we...
What are you standing around for? Everyone, get away from Labrys!
Labrys' hand jerkily reaches towards the axe on her back. After a moment's pause, she swings at us without any hesitation.
Labrys! What's going on?
I cannot gain access. She's being controlled. It isn't coming from inside this facility. The signal originates elsewhere.
You mean outside the TV?
This is just a little extra resistance. Now, entertain me.
I let the dialogue go just not to break the flow of things, even if it's repeating. Labrys dashes towards us with glazed eyes. Just when everyone is shell-shocked by the sudden turn of events, I stand before Labrys.
Hey, what are you doing? It's too dangerous.
I'll stop her. Isn't this part of protecting her? I need to stop this.
Amagi.
I don't know what's going on, but there's no way Labrys would try to hurt everyone. If someone is controlling Labrys, I have to put a stop to it. I draw my fan and face Labrys. I also made a promise with her earlier. I promised that I'd never let her suffer alone again.
Please, wake up!
By fighting! You know, because that's how you wake people up, by fighting them. Alright, we're going to finish off with Yukiko's and then, you know, I'll end the part. Arid... I'm not sure how to pronounce that word I'm seeing for Labrys' shadow. Well, whatever, I'll figure it out, someone will tell me or something. I think I need to see it without all the shaking, because it's kind of making me hard to read it like that. Oh, what was that move? Oh, I'm having trouble blocking sometimes, I must say. I don't know. Getting back to block is sometimes weird, I find. Oh well, I'm doing fine anyway. I want to try and cast like Agidine or something, but it's so hard under pressure. Bookmark it, but it's the end of the, you know, story, really. It's not like I can lose anymore.
My, she was quite...
Oh, yeah.
Well.
A disgustingly carefree voice emerges from Labrys, who has ceased moving. Her eyes are still lifeless. My friend Labrys still hasn't returned. An uncontrollable fury rages through me in hearing that voice describe her like some broken toy.
Who are you? Give Labrys back!
Very well. I've acquired enough data. I should... Although this didn't work...
Labrys' shadow I see now.
Mitsuru-san's words make me remember. Now that I think about it, Labrys' shadow was separated from Labrys when she entered the TV. In other words, she only sponsored the tournament. But she didn't drop herself into the TV. Without someone to do that, this case could not have happened. Does this mean that culprit was controlling Labrys from somewhere outside the TV? From somewhere safe? That can't be forgiven.
Indeed. It was I, since I don't...
This time? Are you still planning something?
The culprit mocks us. I can't take this anymore. I thought that I finally was able to save her. I thought that everything would be alright now.
That's enough! You're the worst! Labrys has a heart! How can you do this to her knowing that?
A heart, hmm? Meaningless. Whether or not she has one matters not at all to my plan.
What? That's it!
The voice continues mocking us and ignores my words.
Well then, everyone, until we meet again.
It sounds like the culprit just cut off communication. As communication cuts off, Labrys falls to her knees. I rush over and support her body, but she's gone completely limp and her metal body is very heavy. Everyone here goes silent and a heavy atmosphere fills the area. Mitsuru-san looks gloomy, but she speaks up with determination in her voice.
It seems whoever our adversary is, they're connected to us. I advise you not to get involved in this matter any further. From here on, you should leave this to us.
Wait a second. We can't just leave things like this.
I understand how you feel. but this is too dangerous for you. We will do our best to ensure that no harm comes to you. Trust in us and let us work.
This is different from the way she was acting towards me earlier. This time, Mitsuru-san isn't testing me, but it's completely rejecting our involvement outright with a firm will. I think that what she's saying is probably the correct course of action. There must be something big going on behind this case, and if that's the case, high school students are probably going to be less equipped to handle it than a well-funded organization like Mitsuru-san's. But still, I can't just back down.
Guys, let's leave this to them.
Huh? Are you serious?
Yukon must realize Mitsuru-san's resolution too. This must be something we have to come to an understanding about. My mind understands that, but my heart still...
Yukiko, it's best for now if we go home.
Yukon puts his hand on my shoulder. Huh? Did I just hear him say, "for now," under his breath? When I look up in reaction to Yukon's words, I see a strong fire in his eyes. I see. I nod in recognition. It's gotta be connected to both Mitsuru, Akihiko, and the Persona 4 crew. And I think in the next game, I know Dachi's in there, so he must have some clues to it or something. And I think some more of the Persona 3 people come out to play. After we got out of the TV, we disbanded on the spot without much conversation. Mitsuru-san and her friends were still a bit flustered since they came out in the middle of Junez in the midst of a bunch of shoppers. Actually, because there were so many people who looked out of the ordinary, we did cause a bit of a stir. I regret that we had to part there so quickly because there was much more that I wanted to say. But I know that there was no way I could really express everything anyway. When I returned to the inn, the day's exhaustion hits me all at once. I drew a bath and I even fell asleep in the bathtub for a bit. After I woke up, I went back to my room and was about to go to sleep. But then I received a call from an unknown number. Usually I don't pick up calls from numbers I don't recognize, but something tells me that I should pick it up. It turns out to be... Labrys.
And allow me to thank you once again. You did a lot to help today.
Mitsuru-san steps out of the long limousine parked in the outskirts of the shopping district and bowed deeply to us. We're still in Inaba. This big black limousine and Mitsuru-san are sort of out of place. Feels like we're someplace else entirely. I can just tell that everyone around is watching us. Since Mitsuru-san and her friends have finished investigating this case, it seems they'll be leaving Inaba. Standing next to Mitsuru-san is Labrys, who was the one to call us so we could say farewell in person.
Come on, Yukiko. We have to see her off properly.
Huh? Yeah.
Labrys was controlled by the culvert back on the roof, but there seems to have been no major issues with her body, so she looks like she's going to be fine. I should be happy because I know that Labrys is safe, so I should be smiling, but I just can't. I end up speaking gloomily.
You really are going with them.
I'm gonna miss you guys, but I made my decision to throw in with Mitsuru-san. I want to capture whoever's behind this. Whatever it takes. You know how you protected me this time. Now it's my turn to repay the favor.
I'm about to say that she doesn't have to worry about such things, but I stopped myself. I see, so Labrys made this decision herself. I wish she could stay here with us. But if my friends made this decision, then I need to support her.
And I'm definitely gonna be back someday. So, why don't you give me a rain check on that promise? Sound good?
Yeah, that's all right. It's still a promise.
Hearing that, I was finally able to smile for Labrys. She's right. It's not like this will be the last time we see each other. Our promise will never change.
I'll be waiting for you, though. If you break my promise, I'll make you rue the day.
Labrys laughs and shrugs at my joke. I need to protect this place. A place where she promised she'd return to. It's not just succeeding in the inn anymore. I have another reason I need to stay here.
We'll all be waiting for you.
Come back soon.
Everyone feels the same way too. It's sad that we have to part with someone after we just became friends with them, but we all believe that we'll see her again. Labrys looks like she's about to cry, but she manages to keep her smile and nods. Mitsuru-san tells her that they're about to leave, and once the two of them enter the limousine, it quietly heads off. Labrys pokes her head out the window and waves back at us. She keeps waving until we can't see her in the car anymore.
Oh, she's really gone.
Yeah, but she said she'd come see us again, so enough with the pitiful frown.
What? Did you just call me pitiful? What What an incredibly rude thing to say to an idol. Just so you know, I've done a lot of ads for companies under the Kirijo umbrella. I wish I could have introduced myself better.
Haha. And just like that, we're back to our normal selves. It is sad that Labrys isn't here, but Kanji-kun is right. And Golden Week has just started for us. I wasn't able to prepare another box lunch so quickly after yesterday's event, but instead I have a great suggestion.
Hey, why don't we go to Junes? We haven't had our welcome back party for Yukon yet.
Great idea, Yuki-chan. I was just thinking the same thing.
You're right. It's been a while too, so let's all go there and catch up.
Yosuke-kun and Yu-kun glanced at each other upon hearing my suggestion. Could they be scheming something?
Alright, sounds like a plan. We have a few things to talk to them about too, right, partner?
Yeah, let's go, everyone.
Those looks. That's like some kind of secret friend wink, isn't it? They're definitely up to something. I'm not exactly sure what's going on between them, but I do have an idea. I'm guessing it's probably something I'm guessing it's something we'll all together for, right? We'll all together for. Either I'm reading it wrong or there's some major problem with that sentence. And I wouldn't be surprised because I feel like it's not the first time I've seen problems with sentences in this game. I'm guessing it's probably something we'll all together for, right? We're all together. Forget it. We still have a lot of Golden Week left after all. After the welcome back party for Yukon, Chie and I are in miscellaneous... After the welcome back party, Yukon, Chie and I are in the miscellaneous goods section and looking at trinkets. Teddy and Yosuke have gone back to work while Rise-chan takes Naoto-kun shopping. Yukon and Kanji-kun are together in the grocery area. Everyone's just doing their own thing.
Boy, was I surprised when Yukon brought that up. I didn't tell her we wouldn't get involved, was it? Can you believe him?
No kidding. I wonder what Mitsuri-san would say if she heard that.
What Yukon and Yosuke-kun brought up during the welcome back party was the reformation, or more like the reformation of the investigation team. And it was decided that we'd all pursue the case by ourselves. There were no objections, of course. Everyone seemed to have been waiting for Yukon's words and all spoke up at once. There's no way we can leave what happened inside this town's TV to someone else. I feel bad for Mitsuru-san, but I was really happy that the two of them were thinking the same thing. I mean, Labrys is our friend. There's no way we can sit back and watch while our friend's out there doing her best, especially since this happened in our own backyard.
Man, the Kirijo group, huh? If things go bad, this can be an even bigger problem than last year.
Yeah, it could be the end of the entire world as opposed to just Inaba like they almost had the other time.
I'm sure we'll be able to handle it.
You really stepped up to the plate this time. I think I like this new side of you.
I'm a bit happy to hear that from Chie. Whoa, that was close. We almost absent-mindedly walked right by the section we were looking for. We stop at our destination, the small shops inside Junes. I pick up some different colored hair ornaments and compare them.
Wow, this is hard. So many choices. What color should I get?
You're really into this. Hey, how about this? I think it'll look good on you.
Oh, no, it's not for me.
Pink, yellow, green. As I compare the different colors while answering Chie, she thinks for a bit before making a realization.
Oh, right. We might see her sooner than we think.
That's right. I'm sure that the culprit will be caught faster if we cooperate, rather than just Mitsuru-san and her people going after the case. And that means that the day when I keep my promise with Labrys will come sooner, too. Until then, I need to find a color that fits her. I pick various colored scrunchies and imagine how they look decorating Labrys' hair. Labrys' embarrassed smile also springs to mind as well.
I just know she'll love it.
And that's the end of this story. And I'll let it fade out from here, I think. Yeah, I'm just going to let it fade out from here. And of course, Yukiko always seems to bring me later than it's supposed to go. Well, actually, no, I'm not going to let it fade out. I just realized I need to see the trophy I get.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
It is the
This place
Snow Black?
exists between dream and reality.
The
Mind
Unconquerable.
and matter. Now then.
Wait, was she called
why
Snow
don't
Black?
you introduce
Or am I thinking of a
yourself?
stupid Looney Tunes cartoon that was taken out of circulation? whatever the case, now I can fade it out because this music's just annoying with Margaret in the background. Anyway, see you with the next stuff.